have they not had their hobby horses too? It had been my Uncle Toby's fortune to serve his king, not without honor, in the late wars in Flanders. And it was only by reason of the wound in his groin that he received at the siege of Namur, rendering him unfit for further service, that my Uncle Toby became possessed of his hobby horse at all. For, back in London, the wound confined him 4 years to his bed.
Come in, brother. I'm not asleep.
I met with a friend of ours in the street, brother, and he inquired how you did. I took the liberty of inviting him up to see for himself.
Why, sir, you are heartily welcome. Come in, I pray.
I'm happy to find you so cheerful, sir. Your brother gave me sad news of your wound.
Oh, well, a man must bear cheerfully what the Lord sends him. At least my wound has brought me the leisure to peruse my studies.
And what might those be, Captain Shandy? Philosophy?
Oh, I leave philosophy to my brother, sir. No, I've been engaged upon the study of projectiles and fortification, which are, of all the studies we know, perhaps the most generally neglected.
That I can well believe.
But none the less interesting for that. Indeed, I find much in the study to console me. Until Tartaglia proved to the contrary, I'd honestly believed that the cannonball which did me this mischief had followed a right line.
Was it a cannonball which gave you your wound, then?
It was a coping stone broke off by a cannonball from the parapet of a hornwork before the gate of St. Nicholas, in one of the traverses of a trench opposite to the salient angle of the demi-bastion of St. Roch at Namur.
And this was at the siege of Namur, Captain Shandy.
If you'll do me the kindness to reach me the map there on the table behind you, I can make the whole thing plain to you. Now, as you can plainly see, before the gate of St. Nicholas, which lies here, a counterscarp, which extends itself from the bank of the Mars, quite up the great water-stop, lies over ground which is cut and cross-cut with a multitude of dykes.
To speak the truth, unless the company my father led upstairs were tolerably clear-headed, it was a difficult thing for my Uncle Toby, do what he could, to keep the discourse free from obscurity. Even with a map to aid him, it was not always possible for him to find his way among so many obstacles. Often enough, he would get so sadly bewildered and set fast among them that he could get neither backwards or forwards to save his life, and was oft times obliged to give up the attempt upon that very account. This fact could scarcely be lost upon his servant, Corporal Trim, who waited upon him and served him with great fidelity and affection.
If I durst presume to give your honor my advice and speak my opinion in this matter...
Thou art welcome, Trim. Speak what thou thinkest upon the subject, man, without fear.
Why then, I think, with humble submission to your honor's better judgment, that these ravelins, bastions, curtains, and hornworks make but a poor, contemptible, fiddle-faddle piece of it here upon paper, compared to what your honor and I could make of it were we in the country by ourselves, and had but a rood and a half of ground to do what we pleased with.
Well, there's my house in Yorkshire, Trim, with the bowling green at the bottom of the garden.
Well, then, as summer is coming on, your honor might sit out of doors and give me the nography.
No, you must call it the iconography, Trim.
The iconography of the town or citadel, either of Namur or any other your honor was pleased to sit down before, and I'll be shot by your honor upon the glacé of it if I did not fortify it to your honor's mind.
I dare say thou wouldst, Trim.
For if your honor could but mark me the polygon with its exact lines and angles...
That I could do very well.
I will begin with a fosse. And if your honor could tell me the proper depth and breadth...
I can to a hair's breadth.
I would throw out the earth upon this hand towards the town for the scarp, and on that hand towards the campaign for the counterscarp.
Very right, Trim.
And when I had sloped them to your mind, and please your honor, I would face the glace with sods, as are the finest fortification in all Flanders.
The best engineers call them gazons, Trim.
Oh, Your Honour understands these matters better than any officer in His Majesty's service. Now let us but go into the country. I would work under Your Honour's directions like a horse, and make fortifications that it would be worth all the world's riding 20 mile to see them.
Say no more, Trim.
Besides, Your Honour would get not only pleasure and good pastime, but good air and good exercise and good health. And Your Honour's wound would be well in a month.
Thou hast said enough, Trim. I like thy project mightily.
And if Your Honour pleases, I'll this moment go and buy a pioneer spade to take down with us, and I'll bespeak a shovel and a pickaxe and a cup.
Say no more, Trim. There's a guinea for thee. There's a guinea. Go down, my lad. Bring my supper up this instant. We shall set out for the country within the week.
Never did lover post down to a beloved mistress with more heat and expectation than my Uncle Toby did, to enjoy this wondrous plan within the privacy of his bowling green, which lay beyond a yew tree hedge at the bottom of the garden beside his little cottage in Yorkshire. And so it was that his wound was healed, and he exchanged his bed of suffering for the most rewarding of hobby horses. And so long as a man rides a hobby horse peaceably and quietly along the King's highway, and neither compels you nor me to get up behind him, pray, sir, what have either you or I to do with it?
I think thou hast better sharpen the salience a trifle, Trim, and level it off at the foot of the glasses.
As Your Honour says.
I wonder, Trim, whether you've not made the breach an inch too narrow by yesterday's account of the matter.
Yeah, I was wondering much the same thing, Your Honour. Have I Your Honour's permission to widen it by an inch?
I wouldn't for the world, Trim, have thee think that I set too favourable a construction on the account. But if a line be fairly drawn from the centre of the ravelin to the northern end of the bastion, as the Gazette directs that it should be drawn...
Your Honour is in the right.
Then let us not lag behind his grace, Trim. Widen the breach by a single inch, and the matter is set to rights.
As Your Honour says. Does Your Honour think that the town will fall by the end of the week?
I have a premonition that it will do so, Trim, just as Amberg, Bonn, Reidenberg, and Huey fell before it. But the post will be in by the dinner hour.
With submission to Your Honour, if we should have the carpenter build us a little model of a town, to be run up together of slit deals and then painted, and we clapped it within the interior polygon...
Built exactly after the pattern of those in Flanders, Trim.
With grated windows and the gable ends of the houses facing the streets...
Only... not to have the houses run up together, Trim, but to have every house independent, to hook on or off, so as to form into a plan of whatever town we please.
Your Honour has hit the nail on the head.
Then run and fetch me the carpenter, Trim. We've no time to lose. Oh, but stay. Here comes the Gazette from the post office.
Good day to Your Honour.
Good day to you, Susanna. Wait, Trim, wait till I've read the dispatch. Trim, take thy mattock. Batter down the face of the West Bastion.
Right, Your Honour. 'Tis done, Your Honour. E'en as Your Honour supposed last night.
Give me the colours, Trim. Help me up onto the ramparts. By heaven, the town has fallen.
My father was a philosopher in grain, speculative, systematical. For the character of my Uncle Toby, he had nothing but the warmest and fondest affection, but for my Uncle Toby's hobby horse, he had no real respect. The contrariety of their humours, in fact, was occasionally the source of a fraternal squabble.
From what you tell me, brother, the noble science of fortification has its weak side as well as others.
You're right, brother, but when a ravelin stands before a curtain, it is a ravelin. But when a ravelin stands before a bastion, then the ravelin is not a ravelin, it is a half moon.
Brother Toby, you would provoke a saint. There was I, trying to explain to you a matter of the gravest import. And here have you got us, I know not how, soused into the middle of the old subject again. I wish the whole science of fortification with all its inventors at the devil. It's been the death of thousands, and it'll be mine in the end. I would not, Brother Toby, have my brain so full of saps, mines, blinds, gabions, palisados, ravelins, half-moons, and such trumpery to be proprietor of Namur and of all the towns of Flanders with it.
I need not tell the listener that a man's hobby horse is as tender a part as he has about him. But my Uncle Toby was a man patient of injuries. Pray, sir, what said he? How did he behave? Oh, sir, it was great. He merely looked up at my father with a countenance spread over with so much good nature, so placid, so fraternal, that my father was touched to the heart.
Brother Toby, I beg thy pardon. Forgive, I pray thee, this rash humour which my mother gave me.
My dear, dear brother, thou art heartily welcome to it, had it been 10 times as much, brother.
But it's ungenerous to hurt any man. A brother worse, but to hurt a brother of such gentle manners, so unprovoking and so unresenting, it's base. By heaven, it's cowardly.
You are heartily welcome, brother, had it been 50 times as much.
Besides, what have I to do, my dear Toby, either with your amusements or your pleasures, unless it was in my power, which is not, to increase their measure?
Brother Shandy, you are much mistaken on this point, for you do increase my pleasure very much in begetting children for the Shandy family at your time of life.
Oh, it's not worth talking of.
In a moment, we continue Theatre Royal, starring Sir Ralph Richardson.
News is a necessity in this fast-moving world of ours, and NBC fills that need by bringing you complete coverage of all the latest news throughout the week. Monday through Friday on NBC, you'll hear such outstanding reporters and commentators as John Cameron Swayze, Alex Dreyer, David Brinkley, Morgan Beatty, Pauline Frederick, and many others. And on weekends, there's a series of widely acclaimed panel programs bringing you the people who make the headlines. There's Meet the Press, Youth Wants to Know, American Forum of the Air, just to mention a few. It's the best in news coverage. And speaking of news programs, here's a word about an NBC feature you may not be familiar with. It's called Weekend, and it's brought to you each Sunday afternoon, a 2-hour radio newspaper from front page stories to fashion and society news, reported by Leon Pearson, Tex and Jinx McCrary, Merrill Muller, and many other expert newsmen and women. Weekend is unique in the field of radio reporting. Try it this Sunday.
We now continue Theatre Royal, starring Sir Ralph Richardson.
The time has now arrived when I must begin the story of my Uncle Toby's amours. For having given a picture of that bowling green wherein my Uncle Toby's campaigns were fought, I must acquaint you that it lay cheek by jowl with the garden of a house next door. And it was in that self-same house that the widow Wadman lived. Now, just as my Uncle Toby had set his heart upon the conquest of all Flanders, so had the widow Wadman set her heart upon the conquest of my Uncle Toby. Only occasion was wanting, and occasion came one day upon the conclusion of the peace and the signing of the Treaty of Utrecht. It was a sad day for my Uncle Toby when the terms of the Treaty of Utrecht were made public, and the whole fortifications and harbour of Dunkirk had to be demolished according to stipulation. For after then, what would be left round which a mettlesome hobby horse could lead in?
Shall I begin the demolitions by making a breach in the ramparts, Your Honour?
Nay, that will never do, Corporal. For in going that way to work in the town, the English garrison will not be safe in it for an hour. Because if the French were treacherous...
Oh, they are as treacherous as devils, and please your honor.
It gives me concern always when I hear it, Trim, for they don't want personal bravery. But if a breach is made in the ramparts, they may enter it and make themselves masters of the place when they please.
Well, let them enter it, and please your honor, if they dare.
In cases like this, Trim, it's no part of the consideration of the commandant what the enemy dare or what they dare not do. He must act with prudence. Now, we'll begin with the outworks, both towards the sea and the land, and particularly with Fort Louis, the most distant of them all, and we'll demolish it first. And then the rest, one by one, both on our right and as our left, as we retreat towards the town. Then we'll demolish the mole, next fill up the harbor, then retire into the citadel and blow it up in the air. And having done that, Corporal, we'll embark for England.
We're there already, your honor.
Very true, Trim. For yonder I see the spire of our village church.
Ever since your honor first read me the terms of the stipulation, I have never once whistled or sung or laughed or cried or talked of past done deeds or told your honor one story, good or bad.
Thou hast many excellencies, Trim, and I hold it not the least of them, as thou happens to be a storyteller, that of the number thou hast told me, either to amuse me in my painful hours or to divert me in my grave ones, thou hast seldom told me a bad one.
Because, and please your honor, except one of a king of Bohemia and his 7 castles, they're all true, for they're about myself.
I don't like the subject the worst, Trim, on that score. But prithee, what is this story? Thou hast excited my curiosity.
I'll tell it to your honor directly.
Provided, Trim, provided it's not a merry one. Not today.
Oh, it is not a merry one by any means, your
No,
honor.
I have it altogether, a grave one.
Well, it is neither the one nor the other, but will suit your honor exactly.
Then I'll thank thee for it with all my heart. So prithee, begin it, Trim.
Yeah. The story of the king of Bohemia and his 7 castles. Now, there was a certain king of Bohemia...
Oh, don't leave off thy cap, Trim. The sun's too hot upon thy head.
Oh, it was out of respect, your honor.
Oh, well, then put it on, Trim. I know thou hast an honest nature.
Oh, God bless thy honor. There was a certain king of Bohemia, but in whose reign, except his own, I'm not able to inform your honor.
I don't desire thee of it, Trim. By any means, I wouldn't give thee a halfpenny for it.
Well, only in it, please your honor, it makes a story look better in the face.
Well, then take any date out of the whole world thou choosest, Trim. Thou art heartily welcome.
Your honor. Now, in the year of our Lord, 1712, there was, and it please your honor...
Oh, nay, Trim. No, I'll tell thee truly. Any other date would have pleased me better on account of the sad stain upon our history that year in marching off our troops and refusing to cover the siege of Quesnoy. Oh. Therefore, I would advise thee that ever thou tellest that story again...
If I live, and please your honor, but once to get through the story, I never will tell it again.
Oh, tut, Trim. Begin again.
Yeah, well, there was, and please your honor, a certain unfortunate king of Bohemia.
Was he unfortunate, then?
The king of Bohemia, and please your honor, was unfortunate in this, that being fond of navigation, and there happening throughout the whole of the kingdom of Bohemia to be no seaport town whatever...
But how the deuce should there be, Trim? For Bohemia being totally inland, it could have happened no otherwise.
Your honor is in the right. Now, the king of Bohemia, with his queen and the courtiers, happening one fine summer's evening to walk out...
There's that word, happening. Oh, it's so right, Trim. For the king of Bohemia and his queen might have walked out, or they might have let it alone.
Good King William was of an opinion, and please your honor, that everything was predestined for us in this world, insomuch as he would often say to his soldiers that every bullet had its billet.
Oh, he was a great man, Trim.
And I believe to this day that the shot which wounded me in the knee at Landen did so for no other purpose than to take me out of King William's service and place me in your honors.
It shall never be construed otherwise, Trim.
What was the truth about the King of Bohemia and his 7 castles, we shall never know, because my Uncle Toby sent Trim upon an errand before he could ever explain the matter. But the corporal had had a larger audience for his tale than he supposed. For listening to him behind the hedge was the widow Wadman. And no sooner had Trim retired from the field than the widow Wadman advanced upon it. Nor was it Dunkirk against which her batteries were to be turned. The defences that she sought to demolish were my Uncle Toby's.
Oh, Captain Shandy, how fortunate to find you here.
Your servant, ma'am.
I'm half distracted, Captain Shandy. A mote or sand or something, I know not what, has got into this eye of mine. Do look into it. It is not in the white.
Why, ma'am, upon my honor,
Perhaps if I were to squeeze into the sentry box with you and sit down, you might be able more easily to see it.
But I protest, ma'am, I can see nothing whatever in your eye.
Nothing, Captain Shandy? Oh, but it is not in the white.
But, madam, I can see nothing there at all.
Nothing? Captain Shandy.
Now, of all the eyes that were ever created, there never was an eye among them all so fitted to rob my Uncle Toby of his repose as the very eye at which he was looking. 'Twas an eye full of gentle salutations and soft responses, speaking not like the trumpet, but whispering soft, like the last low accent of an expiring saint. How can you live comfortless, Captain Shandy, and alone, without a bosom to lean your head on, or trust your cares unto? It was an eye that... but I shall be in love with it myself if I say another word about it. It did my Uncle Toby's business.
In love? But your honour was very well the day before yesterday, when I was telling your honour the story of the King of Bohemia and his 7 castles.
The King of Bohemia? What became of that story, Trim?
We lost it, and please your honour. But your honour was as free from love then as I am.
It was just while I went off with the wheelbarrow, Trim.
But who, and please you, is your honour in love with?
With Mistress Wadman, Trim. She's left a bullet here in my breast.
Why, and please your honour, she can no more stand a siege than she can fly.
But as we are neighbours, Trim, the best way, I think, is to let her know of it civilly first.
Now, if I might presume to differ from your honour...
Why else should I talk to thee, Trim?
Then I would begin, and please your honour, with making a good thundering attack upon her in return, and telling her civilly afterwards. For if she knows anything of your honour's being in love beforehand...
Lord help her. She knows no more at present, Trim, than a child unborn.
Precious souls. The widow Wadman had told it with all its circumstances to Mistress Bridget 24 hours before. Bridget had told it over the garden wall to Susanna, who had in turn told it to my mother, who told my father, while Obadiah had spread the whole of it throughout the village. In fact, the last in the whole parish to know about it was my Uncle Toby himself. And so, in due time, the attack was launched. Corporal Trim had arrayed himself in his regimentals. A whiff of military pride had puffed out his shirt at the wrist, and from it, by a tassel, hung the corporal's stick. My Uncle Toby carried his cane like a pike.
Captain Shandy to see you, madam.
Why, Captain, what a surprise, I declare. Pray sit down.
Madam, I am in love. With you, madam.
Yes, Captain Shandy. The cares and disquietudes of the marriage state are very great.
I suppose so, madam. I suppose so.
And therefore, when a person is so much at ease as you are, Captain Shandy, so happy in yourself, your friends, and your amusements, I wonder what reasons can incline him to the state.
They are written in the common prayer book.
I often think of the pain that you must have suffered from your wound, Captain Shandy. 'Twas in the wars you received it, I believe.
Ah, at Namur, madam. was from a coping stone, broke off by a cannonball from the parapet of a hornwork before the gate of St. Nicholas.
A coping stone? Oh, it must have been very painful. And whereabouts exactly did you receive this sad blow, Captain Shandy?
You shall see the very place, madam.
Oh, Captain Shandy, but are you... do you...
I'll show you the very place, madam.
Oh...
Trim!
Your Honor.
Mistress Wadman desires to see the place where I received my wound. Bring me my map of Namur.
Dear Uncle Toby, what was thy final understanding of the sex? What was the final outcome of thy passion? Whether thou fell'st a victim to the sweet, bright eyes of a woman who had withstood so staunchly the fury of foot, horse, and artillery, that is a story we shall never know. For it is just another story of the King of Bohemia and his 7 castles. One thing alone is certain, that thy benignant shade still haunts a bowling green in England, and that thy shade is accompanied, as was thy cheerful figure in life, by an ever-faithful, ever-loving Trim.
Keeping the radio memories alive thanks to the sponsorship of John Paul Pet. Pet care with a salon pedigree. Visit jppet.com today.
We had a party last night, so one of the places is in a worse shape. You know how it is. You leave things overnight, takes twice as long to put them right. A bit like forgetting to watch your weight. Still, I watch mine every morning with the Kellogg's Special K breakfast. Fruit juice, black coffee or tea with lemon, a big bowl of Special K, a little milk and sugar, less than 250 calories the lot. The Weight Watchers breakfast with Kellogg's Special K. The tasty way to help you stay trim.
When I fall in love, it will be forever.
Sweet Trolley. The name you'll find on the most wickedly delicious desserts you could imagine. Each one is lovingly created to look as good as it tastes. Sweet Trolley. Delicious desserts from Bird's Eye and Walls. So irresistible, you can't help falling in love.
Classic shows from the golden age of radio. This is the Rocket Classic Radio Network.
This is Nightline, the line that's open at the right place at the right moment, and this is Walter O'Keefe. Good evening, and here's our first Nightline call tonight from Hollywood. Groucho Marx and You Bet Your Life. Hey, George, you tell us, what is tonight's secret word?
The secret word tonight is face. F-A-C-E.
He can spell, too. Huh?
You bet your life.
The National Broadcasting Company presents Groucho Marx in You Bet Your Life, the comedy quiz show transcribed from Hollywood. Groucho meets our first contestants in just 1 minute.
Forgive my heart, my foolish heart. It won't believe we're through.
Folks, this is Nat King Cole. Let's face it, it's one thing to be foolish about your heart when it concerns your romance, but it's quite another thing to be foolish about your heart when it concerns your life. The smart way, of course, is to do all you can to help protect your heart and the hearts of your loved ones from heart disease, our number one health enemy. You can do it by helping to support medical science in its efforts to find the causes of heart disease and its cures. Help turn the tables on heart disease by giving now, and giving generously to your local heart association or to Heart, care of your post office.
And here he is, the one, the only...
Well, here I am again with a chance for each of our couples to win up to $10,000. And if any of them say the secret word, they'll win an extra $100. George, who's first?
Groucho, Irene Schlunecker is waiting to speak to you now, and her partner is a special guest, one whom I think you'll find quite surprising, Mr. Truman Tomlin. So, folks, you come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Well, welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word and divide an extra $100. It's a common word, something you always have with you. Truman Schlunecker and Irene Truman. Now, which one? Your name is Schlunecker?
No, sir.
Your name is Schlunecker?
My name is Schlunecker.
There isn't anybody named Schlunecker, and you know it.
Me.
Sind Sie verheiratet?
Mm-hmm.
To whom?
Conrad Schlunecker.
Now, what was your maiden name?
Spear.
And you let go of a name like that to trade it for Schlunecker? You're a brave woman, Irene. Huh? And you're Truman Schlunecker, huh?
No, sir.
You're Truman Tomlin, huh?
Yes, sir.
Truman and Schlunecker, huh? Sounds like the Democratic ticket in 1948. What sort of work do you do, Truman?
For the past 10 years, Groucho, I've been in the oil business. Out here in Los Angeles, I have an office in Beverly Hills.
Oh, well, there's a lot of oil in L.A., and most of it comes from the city council. Well, have you always been in this crooked business?
Well, no, sir. I was in show business, Groucho, for
Oh, you were in
years.
another crooked business.
Yes, sir.
You've led a pretty shady life, haven't you?
I was a singer and wrote several songs.
A songwriter?
Yes, sir.
Truman Tomlin. Oh. Just a moment. Are you Pinky Tomlin?
Yes, sir.
Well, snap my suspenders. I thought you were Carmen Lombardo. Truman, I remember you very well. You were the Georgia Gibbs of the 1930s. What was that song you were always singing? Who's Your Little Whooses or something?
No,
Didn't
sir,
you write that?
Well, no, I think the one you might be thinking about was The Object of My Affection.
Well, yeah, sure. The object of my affections. Da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum. I don't remember do you remember that song, Irene?
Heavens, yes.
You couldn't turn on a radio in the 30s without hearing that.
Why don't you sing it, Pinky?
I'd like to. Thank you.
Do you have any particular key that you'd like to sing it in?
I prefer one, yes, sir. I'd like the key of G, please.
Key of G? Would
Yes,
you
sir.
like some oil on the key?
That'd help a little. D7s, George, or something like
Give him a
that.
D7, then. Sing it good, Truman.
I'll try, sir. Oh, the object of my affection can change my complexion from white to rosy red. Oh, anytime she holds my hand and tells me that she's mine, baby, all mine. There are many girls who can throw me, some who can fill me with dreams of happiness. Oh, but I know I'll never rest until she says she's mine. Oh, now I'm not afraid that she'll leave me, 'cause she's not the kind who'll be unfair. But instead I trust her implicitly. She can go where she wants to go, do what she wants to do, I sure don't care. The object of my affection can change my complexion from white to a rosy red. Oh, anytime she holds my hand and tells me that she's mine.
Thank you, see, that song is as good today as it was 25 years ago, and it's a vast improvement over the many songs that you hear now. Bless you. I appreciate it. Well, you're both a couple of charmers, and I'm sure you'll get married later on this evening. I've enjoyed talking to you, Pinky. You wrote some real good songs, and I think you should write more. We need more of those.
Thank you.
Now let's play You Bet Your Life.
You selected plants, animals, and birds. If you miss 2 in a row, you're out. If you get 4 in a row right, you win $1,000.
Now, all spiders have the same number of legs. How many do they have?
6.
You're close. It's 8.
Well, that
I mean, goodness.
wipes out the 3. You now have 1 wrong.
Now, what kind of fruit is a Rome beauty?
An apple.
I was going to say Lola Brigida.
But it is an apple.
An apple is right, eh?
Well, you're on the right track again. You have 1 right.
What is the proper word for a group of fish?
School.
A
School is right, yeah.
You now have 2 right.
What are wrens, thrashes, and finches?
They're birds.
I thought that was a law firm, huh? That's right.
You now have 3 right. Get the next one right, and the $1,000 is yours.
What do you call a flower that blooms and dies in one season? In other words, it requires replanting each year.
An annual.
Annual is right.
You got 4 in a row, you win $1,000.
Now you've won $1,000. You can keep it and quit, or else you can come back at the end of the show and try to double your money. You may even get a chance at $10,000. So go over and sit down and think about it. No matter what you decide to do, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
In just a moment, our second couple will join Groucho to play You Bet Your Life.
Are you under 40?
Lots of people are.
Feeling fine and healthy?
Don't press your luck too far. Don't press your luck. Get polio protected. Get your shots now. Don't wait till it's too late. It takes 8 months for shots to be effective. Don't press your luck. Be smart and play it safe. When polio strikes young adults, it strikes the hardest. So whatever you do, don't press your luck. Make sure everyone in your family is protected. How? By starting on your 3 shots now. Your doctor or the local health authorities will give you all the information. Don't press your luck. Get your polio shots now.
Don't press your luck. Get polio protected.
Groucho, we have Nancy Oots and Frank Sampson on deck. So, fortune please and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word and divide an extra $100. It's a common word, something you'll always have with you. Nancy Oots, eh? Where did you get a name like Oots?
Well, we traced it back, and it's a German name. We traced it back 6, 7 generations.
Was your father a Quaker? Perhaps it was Quaker roots. Well, I certainly can't continue to call you Miss Oots. Shall I just call you Nancy?
Now, why don't you call me by my nickname, Tootsie?
Oh. How would it be if I called you in the morning? Huh? Tootsie Ootsy, is that it? Eh?
Yeah, Tootsie Oots. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's a most unusual name, even for this show. Let's see, you're Frank Oots, is that your name?
No, I'm Frank Sampson.
Frank Sampson?
Yes.
Well, that name fits you. You look strong and hale and hearty. Are you an ex-football player?
No, I'm a tree surgeon, Groucho.
Oh.
The Sampson Tree Service in Beverly Hills.
What kind of service do you give the trees? Do you check the tires on the rubber tree, for instance?
Well, no, ours is kind of a shady business, and I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. And we do everything from trimming trunks to pruning limbs on nice saplings.
Oh. Now, how did I get into this? I suppose you live out of a trunk and you have little branches all over Southern California.
Well, no, we have a sprouting business, but my bill collectors seem to have me out on a limb, and there's a lot of fallout in this organization.
You know, you keep this up and somebody's going to hang you from one of your patients. thought we'd never get out of the woods. Do you have a job, Tootsie?
Yeah, I'm a stewardess for United Airlines.
You're stewed with United Airlines. I thought they only allowed 2 drinks to a passenger.
That's right. I'm a stewardess.
Oh, you're a
Yeah.
steward. I don't hear very
You
well.
don't.
You see, my collar is too tight. You know, if you were actually a stewardess in an airline, as soon as you walked out here, you'd have put a pillow under my head, shoved a plate of baked chicken on my lap, and said, sorry, we'd be 3 hours late getting into Salt Lake City.
No, I wouldn't have done that.
You wouldn't?
Because I don't fly to Salt Lake City.
Tootsie, are you for Hirat?
Sir?
Well, let me rephrase that.
Yeah, you do that.
Are you hooked?
No, sir.
You're not married?
No,
You
sir.
ought to be ashamed of yourself, an attractive girl like you. Are you engaged?
No, sir.
Well, how is it you happen to snag one of your handsome, wealthy passengers?
Well, United doesn't employ married girls.
They don't employ married
No.
girls? Well, how come?
Well,
And why do they call it United? That's not the American way. Why don't they employ married girls?
Well, most of the airlines have this rule.
Oh, well, that's ridiculous. If all employees adopted that attitude, the human race would disappear in 50 years. Which at present it's going to do in 25. Now, what's the reason for this old-fashioned and selfish attitude?
Well, they figure that if you're married and you have to stay over in Denver somewhere, that you'll be concerned about your husband. See?
Why should an airline stewardess worry more than any other wife?
Well, other wives are home, you see, when their husbands come in.
That's what you think, eh? Good many of them are still at the bingo table. Playing for frozen dinners. Samson, does your wife worry when you're up there on a plane with a pretty stewardess like Tootsie?
Well, I'm not married, Groucho.
You're not married? Well, hot diggity dog. Here we go. You say you're not married? What kind of a girl are you after?
Well, a nice feminine type.
Feminine. Well, they're the best kind, the feminine. Tootsie, would you say that you're the feminine type? For example, do you like to cook?
Yeah, I don't cook too well, though. I cook grits real well.
Grits?
Yeah. Well, grits are real good.
Grits are good?
Yeah, especially in the morning with ham gravy on them, you know, for breakfast. I know you Westerners never have heard of that.
Listen, anything is good with ham gravy on it. Even an old shoe. Well, you're a nice couple, and my guess is that you'll be married in very short order. You'll hate each other, but you're going to get married anyhow. Well, anyhow, let's see how you work together as a team. Now, you have chosen locations of famous landmarks. You ought to be good at this because you're always traveling around.
Hey, George.
You know Mr. Fenneman?
Yeah, I met him.
You like him?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Would you like to slip him some grits?
You think you'd like him?
I've never had them, I don't think.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh, well.
You supply... She said if you supply the ham, and you've got plenty of that, she'll supply the grits. All right. I'm going to ask you some questions. If you miss 2 in a row, you're kaput. You know what that means?
Yeah, I know. We're out. Uh-huh.
Yeah. If you get 4 in a row right, you win $1,000. Now, remember your partner, so don't answer before you...
I'm going to talk to him first.
Yeah. And he's going to talk to you last, too. Now, in what city do you find Trafalgar Square? Talk it over.
You say.
How about Denmark, Groucho?
Oh, I think Denmark is very nice, but obviously that's not the right answer, though. It's London, England.
We have one wrong now. If you get the next one wrong, you're out of the game.
Now, in what city do you find the Arc de Triomphe or Triumph?
In Paris.
That's
Groucho.
right, yeah.
Now you're going. You have one right.
Used to be in Denmark and moved. All right. Now, in what country would you find Monte Carlo, the Monte Carlo Resort? In what country? Now, that's been in the news a lot.
Yeah.
France, Groucho?
No, I'm sorry. It's Monaco. They moved it from Denmark.
You now have one wrong.
Yeah.
Get the next one wrong and you're out of the game.
Now, in what country would you find the Kiel Canal? Kiel. We've got one wrong.
Yes.
Shall we try Finland? Finland, Groucho.
No, it's Germany.
Germany.
Well, you missed 2 in a row,
Yeah,
and
you
I
did.
don't think there was much chance of you getting 4 in a row right. So, I think it's just as well that you leave now. We don't want you to go away broke because we like you personally, but we're real cute, and I hope you two do get married. You could be up in the tree together.
Yeah.
There. I'm going to ask you one question for $100. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Now, this is something different than what we normally do. Now, listen very carefully. I'm going to read your mind. Are you ready? Now, take a number. Don't tell me what it is. Take a number from... You could do it any number, but take a number from 1 to 10, just for convenience.
Okay.
All right? Now, double it.
Okay.
Now, add 8. I thought that would throw him. Now, divide it by 2, the total that you have. All right? Now, subtract the original number that you started with.
Okay.
Your answer is 4. Is that right?
How did you know?
Isn't that right? You walked
That's very good.
Well, all right. Now, you win $100. Give him the money.
Oh,
Me.
is that right?
Give him the money.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
We'll find out if our first couple will try for $10,000 in just a moment.
Music and fun.
So you housewives won't be glum.
In your kitchen.
Going shopping in your car.
Just turn the dial.
And there we are. Dorothy?
Skitch and me. We're the NBC Bandstand Three. Dorothy Olson.
I sing pop songs and songs with a folk tune ring.
Skitch. Henderson is my name, and I lead the Band of Stars. That's my game. And me. I'm Bert Parks, and I'm MC. So tune us in wherever you are, in your home or in your car. We'll make your morning chores a breeze. Just tune us in. We aim to please. Enjoy 90 minutes of music and fun live on NBC Bandstand, weekday mornings over most of these stations. With music and fun.
So your housewives won't be glum.
In your kitchen.
Going shopping in your car.
Just turn the dial. And there we are.
Dorothy?
Skitch and me.
Mr. Fenneman, who wants to get a crack at the money?
Well, Irene Schlunegger and Pinky Tomlin are all set to try, and here they are.
You won $1,000. Now, if you decide to try for the 10 and you fail, you wind up with a total of 500. What are you going to do?
We're going to take
You're going to go ahead, huh?
Yes, sir.
Pick a number from 1 to 10 and spin the wheel. If any number besides the one you pick comes up, the question is worth $2,000. If your number comes up, the question is worth 10. Now, what number do you want? Have you chosen a number?
5.
Is that all right with
Yes,
you?
sir, that's
Well,
fine.
give it a turn.
Give it a good hard twist.
Well, you picked 5 and it came 2, so this question is worth $2,000. Let's see how well you read your newspaper. For $2,000, tell me who succeeded Charles Wilson as Secretary of Defense in 1957. This is fairly recent. Answer? Take a guess.
McLean.
Well, you're close with McLean. It's McElroy. Neil H. McElroy. Well, I'm sorry you missed it, but so you wind up with $500 together. It isn't too bad. Congratulations, and thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Sorry you didn't win more. Thank you, sir.
You Bet Your Life is transcribed in Hollywood. Produced by John Goodell. Directed by Robert Dwan and Bernie Smith. Music by Jack Meakin. This is George Fenneman reminding you to tune in again next week, same time, same station, to hear the one, the only Groucho. And see Groucho every Thursday evening on NBC television. You Bet Your Life is heard by our armed forces around the world.
The popular American basso Giorgio Tozzi appears as guest soloist on the telephone hour tonight over most of these NBC stations.
The Rocket Classic Radio Network, keeping the radio memories alive thanks to the sponsorship of John Paul Pet. Pet care with a salon pedigree. Tested on humans, but pH balanced for pets. Visit johnpaulpet.com today.
Inside every Cape plum, there's a nice clean stone asking to be let out. There's a very sweet sound to Cape plums when you have them for afters.
We adore her, we adore her. Yeah, we praise in her very special way. We adore her, nothing surer. You're the one that can brighten up our day.
I hope you're not hungry, dear Henry, dear Henry. I've just burnt the roast and I've ruined the sponge.
Well, that's a nice thing, isn't it? After I've been working all day.
Henry, I've got me secret supply.
You don't mean...
Polo mints.
Yum, yum.
The Rocket Classic Radio Network, keeping the radio memories alive thanks to the sponsorship of John Paul Pet. Pet care with a salon pedigree. Tested on humans, but pH balanced for pets. Visit johnpaulpet.com today.
When you want a drink to cool your thirst, 7-Up's the one to reach for first. For satisfaction, 7-Up, 7-Up, 7-Up drives thirst away.
The Rocket Classic Radio Network, keeping the radio memories alive thanks to the sponsorship of John Paul Pet. Pet care with a salon pedigree. Tested on humans, but pH balanced for pets. Visit johnpaulpet.com today. Classic shows from the golden age of radio. This is the Rocket Classic Radio Network.
The Harold Perry Show.
Yeah.
And now, Harold Perry as Honest Harold, the homemaker. Well, let's look in on the little town of Melrose Springs, home of that popular radio entertainer, Honest Harold, the homemaker. We find Harold preparing to play a new role today. His friend, Pete, the marshal, has to leave town, and Harold has agreed to take his place at the jail for the day. At the moment, our marshal pro tem has just finished a hearty breakfast and is ready to leave home to be sworn in.
Well, how do you like this outfit, Mother? Guess I look like a regular marshal, huh?
Oh, yes. You look very nice, Harold.
Thanks.
Is that a 10-gallon hat you're wearing?
Oh, no. I only got 5 gallons. But they threw in a grease job.
What?
Yes. Skip it, Mother. Yes, sir, I'll be the law and order in this town today. So watch your step, Mother. Don't get in any bingo games.
Oh, Harold. You will be careful guarding all those prisoners. Some of them might be dangerous.
Don't you worry, Mother. Old Marshal Hemp will handle the situation. If anybody tries
Reach that sky, copper, or I'll let you have it.
Oh, my goodness. Marvin, where do you learn things like that?
I think he heard it on that radio program, Mr. Keene, loser of traced persons.
Oh? Who? Yeah, never mind.
Gee, Harold, wouldn't it be swell if there was a bank robbery today and I could help you catch the crooks?
What?
We'd shoot at them. Bang, bang.
Yeah, Marvin.
And they'd chase us around the bank. Bang, bang.
Oop, they shot me in the escrow department. Marvin, go to school.
Okay. See you later.
Yeah, see you later. Well, Mother, I guess I better go down and have Pete swear me in.
Harold, what if there should be a bank robbery today?
Wouldn't worry me, Mother. I'm overdrawn $4.30. Well, good morning, Pete.
Howdy, Harold.
Deputy Marshal Hemp reporting for duty.
Sure is nice of you to take my place today, boy.
Glad to do it, Pete, old pal.
Say, before I go, Harold, I'd better swear you in as deputy.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, here's the oath office. All right, now repeat after me, Harold. I solemnly swear.
I solemnly swear.
To man my post with vigilance at all times.
To man my post with vigilance at all times.
To remove all bird nests before operating.
To remove all birds... Pete, what's this about birds' nests?
Well, I declare. I'm giving you the oath for tree surgeon.
Very funny, Pete. Now, we don't have to go through all this for one day, though. Just pin a badge on me.
Yeah, well, okay.
Pete, I'm a little new at this running a jail. Any special instructions on how to handle all the prisoners?
Oh, sure. We only got one prisoner, boy.
Oh?
His name is Clarence. Awful nice fella.
Clarence?
Yeah, used to be a famous second-story man, Harold. Mm-hmm. But he's kind of come down in the world. He caught him robbing his cellar.
Cellar? What did he get?
30 days.
Okay, Pete.
Come on back to his cell, Harold. I'll introduce you to him.
Introduce me? You're certainly formal in this jail.
Hey, here we are. Hello, Clarence.
Oh, hello, Pete.
Clarence, I want you to meet honest Harold Hemp. He's going to take my place today.
How do you do, Clarence?
Hi, pal.
Yeah, pal. Certainly familiar.
Well, Clarence, I just know you and Harold will get along fine today.
Well, any friend of yours is a friend of mine.
Thanks.
I hate to see you go, Pete. I'm going to miss you.
And I'll miss you, Clarence.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Say, is there anything you want me to bring you, Clarence?
Well, I could use a saw.
Oh, you hear that, Harold? Ain't he a card?
Yeah, he sure is. I better keep an eye on that joker. This being marshal isn't so bad. Just sit here with my feet on the desk. That Clarence certainly had his nerve, wanting me to run out and get him a Hershey bar. Well, I showed him. I got him one without any almonds.
Good morning, Harold.
Well, Florbell.
Marshal, I want to report a robbery.
Well, you came to the right place.
Somebody stole my affections. Guess who? How's my big, brave man getting along in his dangerous job?
Well...
Let me look at you. Oh, you certainly make a handsome sheriff. Oh, tall in the saddle.
Just call me short in the swivel chair.
Oh, my. Are those real handcuffs?
Sure are, see?
Oh, well, I bet you could subdue anybody with those.
Certainly could. Yeah, gotcha.
Oh, that's the most amazing thing I ever saw. You were on me just like a panther.
Yeah. Well, Florbell, I guess you're absolutely helpless. If I wanted to steal a little kiss, there's nothing you could do about it.
Not a solitary thing. I'm your prisoner of love.
Yeah. Well, here comes the law. Pucker up, prisoner.
Hi, Harold.
Oop. Oh, hello, Marvin.
Hello, Marvin. Hi. What you doing, Harold?
if I didn't know.
Now, look here, young man. What do you want?
Mother Hemp asked me to bring down your lunch, Harold. Here it is.
Oh, well, thank you, Marvin. Goodbye.
Harold,
What is it, Marvin?
Harold, don't you think you better eat your lunch before it gets cold?
Well, I...
Harold, I think I'd better be going.
But-
Will you unlock me now?
But... Oh, all right. There.
Toodaloo, Harold.
Goodbye.
Toodaloo, Harold.
Marvin!
Okay, I'm going.
Boy has a genius for showing up at the wrong time. Oh, well. Wonder what Mother sent me for lunch. Ham hocks and lima beans with cornbread. Dear old Mother. This is really going to take...
Well, how's your lunch, pal?
Oh, that's pretty good. Clarence! What are you doing out of your cell? I thought I locked you in.
You did. But I got kind of lonesome, so I picked a lock.
You pick your way back in again.
Okay, pal, okay. Do I get my lunch pretty soon?
You'll get it as soon as I finish mine.
Well, Pete always gave me my lunch first. He gets it from the Busy Bee Cafe around the corner.
I know that, Clarence, but you get right back in your cell.
Oh, brother, ham hocks and lima beans. Say, I bet you didn't get that from any quick lunch counter.
No, I didn't. My mother sent this down to me.
Mother. Nobody can cook like Mother, can they?
Well, no, I guess they can't.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to taste some real home cooking. Ah.
Clarence, you're blowing the beans off my plate.
Oh, sorry. Guess I got carried away.
Yeah, so did the beans.
Well, I'll go back to my cell.
Clarence.
Huh?
Guess you are pretty hungry. Would you like a bite of my lunch?
Oh, I couldn't.
Go ahead. Here, take this little piece of ham.
Well, thanks. Is that good? Say, do you mind if I have a few beans to go with it?
Yeah. What?
Say, these are good, too.
Yep.
Your mother sure can cook.
Yeah. Well, guess I'll
Would you mind handing me that piece of cornbread? But the other piece, that one isn't buttered.
Excuse me.
Oh, gee, this is good. You know, my mother used to cook just like this.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
When did you see your mother last, Clarence?
Well, pal, the last time I seen her was a year ago today. On her birthday.
Oh. Today's your mother's birthday?
Yeah. The 30th of April.
This is the 30th of May.
Oh, yeah, that's it. May.
Does your mother know you're a second-story man?
No. She thinks I'm a window cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know I open them after I clean them.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Gosh, this will be the first time in years I ain't been home to see my mother on her birthday.
Really?
Yeah. I can just see her sitting in a rocking chair, waiting for her boy to come home.
You can?
Yep. Just sitting there rocking and waiting and rocking.
Yeah. Clarence?
Huh?
Where does your mother live?
Oh, in a little town not far from here.
What's the name of the town? Charlieville?
That's it. Just a short bus ride. Well, what's the use of dreaming?
Clarence, there's a bus for Charlieville in 15 minutes. Why don't you take it?
You mean that, pal?
Sure. I don't want your mother to be disappointed on her birthday. You could be back by 6 o'clock.
Sure. Oh, gee, thanks. So long. Say, pal.
Yeah, Clarence?
Could you loan me $5 for the bus fare?
Yeah, but the bus fare is only $1.19.
Yeah, but what about my mother's birthday present?
Well, never thought of that. Here you are.
Thanks. I'll see you at 6. So long, pal.
Yeah, so long. Well, I certainly hope Clarence has a nice day with his mother. Say, he couldn't have made that story up just so he could run away. Nah, that's silly.
We will return for the second act of our story, Honest Harold, in just a moment. Inflation is our worst enemy here at home, but we can curtail it by producing more goods at no increase in price by buying only what we need at fair prices. Let's all join in the campaign to preserve American economy by fighting inflation. Be sure to listen for Harold Perry's Honesty Award announcement at the end of tonight's program. And now, back to Harold Perry as Honest Harold, the homemaker. Well, so far, Honest Harold has performed only one official act as temporary town marshal. He has given Clarence, the only prisoner in jail, the day off to spend with his mother in nearby Charlieville. Right now, Harold is at the radio station just finishing his afternoon homemaker program. His good deed has put him in a happy mood, so we find him singing a happy song.
Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed tonight, that's the way I've just gotta behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light, or if I were a banner, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel? Little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gate, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start hopping my spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding-dong, ding-dong, ding. Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. Oh, if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Or if I were a season, I'd surely be spring. Or if I were a bell, I said if I were a bell. Oh, if I were a bell, I'd go ding-dong, ding-dong, ding. Well, that's all for today, girls. This is Honest Harold signing off. Ta-ta. See you tomorrow, musicians. And Yasha, watch it on those beats, will you? Ask me, how do I feel? Well, I wonder how Clarence is getting along. Yasha, makes you feel good to trust somebody. I don't care if Clarence is a second-story man. I know he won't let me down. Why, he's got the most...
I mean, Marshal Ham.
Yeah? What is it, Gloria?
Oh, did you hear about the big robbery downtown?
Robbery?
Yes, a stop signal held up a pedestrian.
He had me there for a minute. Where do you get those jokes?
My mother.
Your mother needs a new writer.
Here's another one.
Never mind, Gloria. I've got to get back to the jail.
Jail? Oh, that reminds me. What's a policeman's favorite cookies?
A policeman's favorite cookies? I give up.
Cupcakes.
Cupcakes. Oh, brother. Goodbye, Gloria. Sure isn't much to do around this jail. Read the Police Gazette 3 times. Kind of lonesome around here without Clarence.
Oh, hello, Harold.
Well, hello, Doc.
How's the marshal today?
Oh, just fine.
Say, Harold, I just heard a wonderful riddle. What's a policeman's favorite cookies?
Cupcakes.
There's a stool pigeon in this town. Hey, Marshal, how's your prisoner Clarence?
Oh, I gave Clarence a day off.
What?
Yes. Matter. He said he wanted to visit his mother in Charlieville. It's her birthday.
Harold, you fell for a story like that?
Now, Doc.
I bet you never see him again.
I'll bet I do. I'd trust him any place. Clarence has an honest face.
Honest face? Well, I never saw such shifty eyes. He always looks like he's watching a tennis match.
Really nothing to worry about, Doc. Clarence said he'd be back at 6 o'clock, and he will be. You just wait.
Yeah, we better get out the checkerboard, Harold. Something tells me we're going to have a long wait.
Is that so? Listen, Doc, if Clarence isn't back by 6 o'clock, I'll eat every checker on that board. Yes, Doc?
What kind of salad dressing do you want on the checkers?
Doc, it's only 6:30. It is kind of dark, though. Maybe Clarence lost his way. I think I'll put a lamp in the window for him.
No. I don't think it's any use, Harold. Looks like Clarence is an old second-story man that just faded away.
All right, Doc.
You know, this reminds me of that old song. I'm waiting for dips that never come in.
Oh! Gosh, 8 o'clock, and Clarence isn't here yet.
I told you so.
All right, Doc.
Well, Pete'll be back pretty soon. Hey, what are you going to tell him, Har?
The truth, I guess. One prisoner to guard, and I let him get away. Even gave him bus fare to Charlieville, too.
You know, Harold, I don't think Clarence even went to Charlieville at all.
What?
He's probably making a window-to-window tour of Melrose Springs.
Doc, that's ridiculous. Telephone. Maybe that's Clarence. Hello? Is that you, Clarence?
No, this is Flora Bell.
Oh?
Marshal Hemp, I want you to come over to my house right away.
What?
Harold, I've been burglarized.
Huh?
Somebody climbed in the window and stole my diamond ring.
Oop. I'll be right there, Florabelle. And don't worry. I think I know who the criminal is. It's an open and shut window. I mean, Clarence. Case. Oh, goodbye.
Harold.
I know, Doc.
I told you so.
Mind the jail, Doc.
Isn't this exciting, Marshal? A robbery right here in Melrose Springs and in my house.
Yes, Florabelle. Very exciting.
I hope you catch the criminal.
Yeah, well, let's get down to business, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now, about this stolen property. What was the value of your diamond ring?
$1.98.
You bought a diamond ring for $1.98?
Yes. I got it at J.C. Penney's at their Diamond Jubilee sale. Of course, it wasn't a real diamond.
No. Now, you say this fella came in through the window?
Well, I think so. The window was open, but I didn't see him. He came in when I wasn't looking.
What a sneaky thing for a burglar to do. Was the ring the only thing he took, Florabelle?
Yes. He didn't even touch Aunt Lucinda's silverware.
Oh, well, that's good.
Harold, listen, I have an idea.
Oh?
They say criminals always return to the scene of the crime, so why don't you just wait here?
Say, he might come back for the silverware at that.
Of course. Why don't we just sit down here on the sofa and wait?
Now, Florabelle, the best way to catch this fellow would be to wait outside and surprise him.
Oh? You want me to come with you? We can surprise him together.
Well, you better stay in the house, Florabelle. He might smell your perfume. See you later, huh? Let's see. Maybe I can hide on the front porch here. He'll never see me in the dark. Yeah, I'll just move over here real quiet. Oh, my goodness. What a place to dill pickles. Cold. What's that? Oh, porch swing. Might as well sit down and wait. Be comfortable. Just hope Clarence does show up. I'll slip the cuffs on him before he can say...
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo. Oop. Florabelle, what are you doing out here?
I heard you in my pickles.
Yep.
Besides, it's kind of lonesome waiting in the house all by myself.
Oh, my...
My, it's so dark out. Oh, I thought it felt a little cold. Harold, isn't this the...
Florabelle.
What?
Listen. Somebody sneaking up to the house. Must be Clarence.
Oh, yes.
Must be coming back for the silverware set.
Oh, he's going to be awful disappointed. Aunt Lucinda lost 2 butter knives. Now, listen. He's coming up on the porch steps.
You stay right here, Florbell. I'll sneak up and slip the cuffs on.
Yes.
Oop, there he is, looking in the window. You won't get away from me this time, Clarence. Gotcha, Clarence. You walked right into my trap. Well, what do you got to say?
Hello, Harold.
Doc, what are you doing here?
Well, I got lonesome waiting at the jail, so I brought the checkerboard over here. It's your move, Harold.
It sure is. I'm moving back to jail.
Well, what'll I do?
Oh, stick your head in the pickle tub. Almost midnight. What am I going to tell Pete? Certainly let him down. He'll probably lose his job over this. Gosh, sure lonesome here at the jail all by myself. Yeah, just like the old saying, it takes a heap of prisoners to make a jail a jail. Is that you, Clarence?
Howdy, Harold.
Hello, Pete.
Harold, it was mighty nice of you to put that light in the window for me.
Well,
I didn't know you cared, boy. You know, Harold, being away sure made me appreciate this job. I don't know what I'd do if I lost it.
Zeef.
Yes, sir, I was really homesick.
I'm just sick. Pete, there's something I got to tell you. Old friend, Clarence isn't in his cell.
Well, I know that, boy. He's right outside.
Huh?
Yeah, he's parking my car. I ran into him down at the bus station.
Bus station?
Yeah, he said he'd come down there to meet me. Wasn't that nice of him?
Oh, very nice.
Guess he forgot I was coming from Charlieville, though. When I got in, he was just getting on a bus for California.
Yep.
He sure is absent-minded.
Oh, yeah.
Well, hey, excuse me, Harold. I want to turn down Clarence's sheets for him.
Yep.
Getting on a bus for California. Ain't that a doozy?
Yeah. Well, there goes that lint head turning down a sheet. He's a bigger boob than I am. Wait till I see
Hi, pal.
Well, welcome home, Clarence.
Thanks.
Too bad you didn't get your trip to Hollywood.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Funny about me getting on that wrong bus, huh?
Yeah. Did you have a good time at your mother's birthday party?
I sure did. Thanks a lot, pal. Good night.
Yeah, good night. Sleep well. Who does he think he's kidding? Mother's birthday party. I bet he wasn't within 20 miles of Charlieville. Hello?
Hello. Is this Mr. Hemp?
Yes. Who's this?
This is Clarence's mother over in Charlieville.
Huh?
I just wanted to thank you for letting Clarence come to see me today.
Well,
This was one of the happiest birthdays I ever had.
Well, I'm awfully glad.
Thanks again, pal.
Yeah,
Good night.
Good night, pal. Ask me, how do I feel? I don't know.
And now, once again, here is Harold Perry.
Thank you, Bob. Before we award our weekly Honesty Award to some deserving youngster, please allow me to thank all you kind folks out there for your interest in our project and for the avalanche of mail that's completely snowed in our committee, which includes screen actor Kirk Douglas, Eugene Biscalou, Sheriff of Los Angeles County, and little old me. Our selection this week is Richard Harrison of 8 Semis Avenue, Mobile, Alabama. Thanks. We received a great many letters recommending Richard Harrison. The first one from Mr. E.J. Millette of 557 Fulton Road, Mobile. Thank you, Mr. Millette, and all you other kind folks from Mobile. Richard Harrison, age 15, is a newspaper carrier boy for the Mobile Press Register. Very recently on a Wednesday, one of our broadcast days, while Richard was on his newspaper route, he spotted a wallet lying on the sidewalk at the corner of Monroe and Stocking Streets. He picked it up and discovered it contained $166. Now, that's probably 3 months' salary to little Richard. who's a very hard-working boy. However, he identified the owner from papers in the wallet and promptly returned the wallet to its owner, who rewarded him with $15 in cash. Congratulations, Richard Harrison. I hereby dub you Honest Richard, and award you a Whitnauer watch, that distinguished member of the Longines Whitnauer family of dependable watches.
Harold.
Yes, Gloria?
This is your third award.
Right.
And they've all been boys so far.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't girls honest, Harold?
Read that again, will you, Gloria?
I said, aren't girls honest, Harold?
Oh, sure. But so far, the boys predominate. So keep your nominations coming, folks, especially on girls. Send them to me, not the girls, the nominations. Who wrote this? Oh, yeah. Send your nominations to me, Harold Perry, Columbia Broadcasting System, Hollywood 28, California. Harold Perry, Columbia Broadcasting System, Hollywood 28, California. Goodbye, folks. You
have just heard the Harold Perry Show, Honest Harold. The supporting players tonight included Jane Morgan, Carly Bayer, Shirley Mitchell, Wally Mayer, Stuffy Singer, Gwen Delano, and featured Gloria Holliday as Gloria and Joseph Kearns as Old Doc Yak Yak. Norman McDonald directed, and the music was composed and conducted by Jack Meakin.
Pretty too, wasn't it?
Honest Harold, created by Harold Perry, was written by Gene Stone, Jack Robinson, and Dick Powell.
Oh.
Just about a half hour from now, most of these same CBS stations will bring you exclusively the world's heavyweight championship fight between Ezzard Charles, who will be defending his title, and challenger Joey Maxim, who holds the world's light heavyweight crown. Meanwhile, there'll be music and fun in another great Bing Crosby show. Stay tuned now for Bing Crosby, who follows immediately on most of these same stations. Bob Lamont speaking. It's the CBS where you meet Mr. Keene, tracer of lost persons, every Thursday night. The Columbia Broadcasting System.
Do you know the one-word recipe for cheesecake?
Greens, 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 greens. Greens cheesecake. Greens, greens, greens. Greens cheesecake.
Sweet crumbly biscuit, smooth tangy filling. Just add milk and butter, made in 10 minutes and no baking. Greens, the one-word recipe for cheesecake.
Greens cheesecake.
The Rocket Classic Radio Network. Keeping the radio memories alive, thanks to the sponsorship of John Paul Pet. Pet care with a salon pedigree. Tested on humans, but pH balanced for pets. Visit johnpaulpet.com today.
Now hear it. Now hear it.
The National Broadcasting Company, in cooperation with the United States Navy Recruiting Service, presents Now Hear This, dramatic stories based on the personal experiences of those gallant men and women who embody the great traditions of a great service, the United States Navy.
Ready room on the double.
During 30 years in the Navy, sailor manages to get aboard every kind of ship that floats. Now, I've tossed a duffel bag aboard everything from a sub to a PT boat to a destroyer to an aircraft carrier. Aircraft carrier. Sounds like a lot of power, doesn't it? Well, it is. That is, if you're talking about the ones that are steaming around the Pacific today. However, after that outing the Japs had on December the 7th, we were just about down to scratch. We needed carriers, and we needed them fast. So fast that we couldn't wait the 2 years it took to build one. And so we settled on what we called baby carriers. And believe me, they were babies. You know, the first time I saw one, I figured she'd been launched in a bathtub. Anyway, one of the first to roll into the sea was christened the USS Tasman. As soon as she got her bottom wet, she started across the Pacific. She stopped at Pearl for a final shakedown and then turned on all 18 knots and went looking for a fight.
The flight deck is made out of redwood, correct?
Correct.
Kind of small, isn't it?
Well, just long enough to get them up and bring them down.
It seems to me, Boats, that this ship is pretty vulnerable. Can't go very fast, and she hasn't enough guns to protect herself.
Well, she can turn on a dime, and the gunners don't miss. At least, they aren't supposed to.
It looks like a lifeboat next to the Lexington.
Well, she'll hold her own. And Captain's orders were for me to show you everything. What's next?
You don't go much for reporters, do you, Boats?
Every man to his own job. What's next?
The rest of the ship's history I can get from the printed material they gave me. I'd like to meet the men. I'd like to get their stories.
Which ones?
The pilots.
Now, we've got 24 planes aboard, 12 Avengers and 12 Wildcats.
Well, propaganda's an important weapon, Boats. Helps morale at home and helps the boys themselves.
Every man to his own job. The pilots hang out in the ready room in here. Some of them are in the sacks. I'm looking over their planes, but there's plenty of stories in here. Help yourself.
I'll be able to make it all right from here on.
The captain said I was to stick close by, see that you didn't get hurt.
Oh. Those two in the corner there.
The pilots call them the James boys. The blonde one is Jesse, the kid Frank.
And the guy with the pipe?
Operations officer for the group.
At ease, Boats. I'm going to cruise around and get acquainted.
I'll be here.
Mind if I sit down?
Go right ahead.
My name's Charlie Gaines. I'm with American Press.
We know.
My syndicate assigned me to the fleet. I managed to wrangle an empty sack on the Tasman Sea.
My name is Ed Juris.
Oh, glad to know you, Ed. Only, thought your name was Frank.
No, it's a nickname. I'm wingman for Jesse. Tommy Nelson.
Where are you from, Ed?
Omaha.
What'd you do back in Omaha?
Went to high school.
Huh? How about you, Nelson? Where are you from?
Lexington.
Well, say, I was in your hometown not so long ago.
I wasn't born on the Lexington, mister. It's an aircraft carrier.
Oh, well, then you've seen combat.
A little.
The boys are starting a game. You two want to join?
How about it, Jesse? Got nothing else to do. See you around, Mr. Gaines.
Oh, fellas, don't blame me. I didn't start the war.
The USS Tasman Sea was a taut ship. So were the men who sailed it. Sure, she'd had her keel full of shakedown cruisers, but nobody had shot back. And until somebody shoots back, a ship is just a ship, not a lady. The men, well, most of them had roamed the Pacific on various ladies for almost a year and a half, but they still weren't sure. The Tasman Sea was newborn. Most of the pilots were untried, untested. But they weren't going to have to wait long. The Pacific isn't half so big during a war.
Wait until I get everything squared away. Be ready in a second.
What's the word, Boats?
Well, you know as much as I do. Must be getting ready for a sortie.
Okay, fellas. Keep your eyes on this map. Our ship is about here, heading for this island, Macon. The Marines are going in here. Before they hit the beach, you're going to plaster it.
How about opposition, Randy?
You shouldn't have too much. Plenty of AA, but not too many enemy aircraft.
How many is not too many, Randy?
The Lexington will be sending her birds over the same targets, so let's not all return as aces.
In other words, we're to leave just enough of the island for the Marines to put a flag up.
Yeah. The battleships throw the first punch. Our first group takes off at 0700. Final flight instructions and groupings will be given at 0600. Knock off and get some sleep.
The battle wagons will open up around 0500. Probably won't see much, but you'll be able to hear them.
This Randy Benton. He doesn't fly, does he?
Nope.
Funny. He looks young enough. Even with the gray hair.
Well, some guys get prematurely gray.
Yeah, I got a cousin like that. Been gray since he was 19.
Oh? Was your cousin at Corregidor, too? By November of 43, we could see the road signs that pointed out the route back home. By November of 43, we were quite sure we weren't going to be pushed back home, that we could get there via the Japanese homeland. The Marines no longer had to take each island with their bare hands. By the time we'd rolled as far as Macon, the Navy could lay down a carpet for the Marines to walk on. But don't get any idea that the war was over. We still had a long way to go. And the way was paved with the wrecks of ships and planes. and watered down with the blood of men.
Apple to Red Leader. Over.
Red Leader, this is Apple. Go ahead.
Hey, Jesse, what was the name of the song in the picture where Fred Astaire danced on the bar?
Now, how should I know?
Tune keeps going through my head, but I can't remember the name.
Blue Leader to Red Leader. Over. This is Red Leader. Go ahead. What's on your mind, Tony?
We're about 3 minutes from target.
Check.
Just thought I'd make sure my watch was right.
It's right. Roger. Red Leader to group. We hit the beach first. Let's hit it hard and give that reporter something to write home about.
Getting enough material for a story, Mr. Gaines?
I'd get a lot more if these pilots would light for a minute. 3 solid days and they're still taking off.
Why don't you catch them before they go below for a quick sleep?
Well, I tried that last night. By the time I got my mouth open, they've got their eyes closed.
Hi, boats. Any of my boys heading for home?
Can't see any sin.
You got a few minets, sir?
The name's Randy.
I got a nice long pitch the home office wrote for me. It's supposed to warm you up so you'll like me.
Ever use it?
I haven't had a chance.
The guys like you, Mr. Gaines. Mostly because you keep out of their hair.
Of course, you know that if these pigeons of yours don't start opening up, I'm going to lose my job.
You'll get another one.
Well, you see, I can't afford to get fired. I'm liable to be drafted.
Every time a strike was made, the guys on the ship sat and waited. Waited for the chickens to come home to roost. You knew how long it should take to get to the target, drop the bombs, and return to the ship. You knew, but it didn't always work that way. However, we had no complaints. Strike after strike was made, and plane after plane came home. And then, just when the party looked like it was coming to a successful finish, our own flagship, just 2,200 yards off, was hit by a torpedo. Her 20s and 40s started to go, and then her big stuff started to explode, and her belly opened up, and under she slid. We watched her. We picked up some of her wreckage that had been blown clear onto our own flight deck. We turned it over in our hands as she turned over. We couldn't wait any longer. We had to move, and move fast.
Boats, I was counting our planes. 21 got back. 2 were picked up for the light.
I know the figures.
I'm not running the ship, Jesse. What do you want me to do about it?
How's a kid going to find us? How?
Okay. Only, what happened to him?
Some Japs jumped us on the way back. The kid suckered 3 of them off my tail.
Go on.
He was playing hide and seek through the clouds. Tony and I lost him.
How do you know they didn't knock him down?
I talked to him. He was heading for home. Only he hasn't got enough fuel, not half enough the way we're pulling away.
Apple to Texas. Over.
I'll take it, Sparks. Texas here. Over.
It's the kid, Randy. It's the kid.
Is that you, Randy?
Yeah. Where are you?
I don't know. I got 2 of the zeros. Well, one sure, the other was smoking before I lost him.
Where are you, Frank? What's your position?
I don't know. All the guys get back?
Yeah. You hit bad?
I don't even know what's keeping the plane up. She looks like a sieve.
Let me talk to him, Randy. Let me talk to him.
I look like a sieve, too.
Now listen to me, Frank. We're at point 740. 740. You got that?
Oh, what a tough break. What a tough break.
740.
We're sailing along course Rose Lemon Light.
Is it dark on the ship?
Dark?
Yeah. It's getting real dark. Did Jesse get back?
Let me talk to him, Randy. Let me talk to him.
Might as well.
Frank, it's me.
Hi, Jesse. We really let him have it, didn't we?
We sure did. Listen, Frank, you won't be able to make it to us. You understand?
I know. I just didn't want to worry Randy.
Well, there's other ships. Maybe you can contact the Lex.
You know something? While I was busy with the Japs, I remembered the song. Then I forgot it again. It's like nighttime, Jesse.
Now listen. If you have to ditch, make sure your Mae West is on tight. Check your shoulder harness. Have your canopy locked open.
What's left of it is on real tight.
The life raft? Frank.
Sure, Jesse.
Why don't we turn the lights on the ship and go hunt for him?
Because there are 800 sailors down here and only one up there. It's called a war.
The engine is starting to miss, Jesse. There isn't enough gas left to fill up a cigarette lighter.
Take it easy, Jesse. Now, take it easy.
Never mind the advice, Randy.
Hey, Jesse. Is that reporter around?
Yeah.
Let me talk to him.
Hey, he wants to talk to you.
To me?
Yeah, hurry up.
What can I do for you, son?
I know you're busy, mister, and I know it's a lot of trouble, but... Well, in some story you send back, would you mention my name?
Well, sure, son. I'll see you get a whole column.
Just a couple of lines. In the Omaha papers. I got a reason.
I'll see to it. Someone else take over. What do you think I'm made of?
Frank, ditch the plane with power on.
You're the boss, Jesse.
Now give us your position.
As near as I can make out, Sector 5.373.
Now take it down easy. Real easy. Use full flaps, but don't stall.
Just like I said. Hey, Jesse. Now I remember the title.
Now take it down easy. Easy.
One for my baby. One more for the road.
Remember that, reporter. If you ever get back to Omaha.
I don't quite understand.
Have one for his baby. And one more for the road.
Most Americans know that the soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen who wear the uniform of the United States donate their own blood freely to help maintain an adequate blood bank. You see, they, more than anyone else, recognize how vital whole blood and plasma are to the maintenance of life when a man lies sick or wounded. They contribute because they recognize it to be a military necessity of which they themselves may one day be in need. Now, not all of us have the opportunity to serve in uniform, but each of us has the chance to become a blood buddy to an American serviceman. By donating our blood now, we can assure him that there will be an adequate supply to meet the conditions of any foreseeable emergency when he may be in need. At the present time, our supplies of blood plasma are gravely depleted, and each of us must take it upon himself to assure the fact that the blood bank of our armed forces is maintained at a safe level at all times. So do your part for the men who protect our freedom and American way of life. Your Navy urges you to call your local Red Cross chapter today and ask where and when you may make your donation of blood to the armed forces of the United States.
The USS Tasman had seen action. She was a lady. After Macon, she put into Pearl for improvements and then tied up in San Diego for a load of new planes. We could taste a long liberty. But before we had time to even wipe the salt water off, the word was passed that the USS Tasman was about to go back into the battle. So she gathered her sailors and dropped the coast of California far behind. The Tasman had been to the wars, and she remembered hard. She remembered the sight of her own flagship being struck down. And she remembered that she, too, had tasted blood and had bled a little.
How's it sound to you, Tony?
Sounds swell. Well, it's got dignity and everything.
That's the best I can do.
Nobody said it was wrong, Jesse.
Well, it ain't good enough. You understand me? Not good enough.
I thought it was swell.
I just don't know how to write this kind of letter.
Nobody does, Jesse.
Maybe something like the reporter wrote in the paper. We never did thank you for the swell things you said about Frank.
I only said what I felt.
Hey, look, reporter. You mind if we call you that?
I did in the beginning. Not anymore.
Well, writing is your business.
Mind if I see the letter?
Oh, it's a little crumbled.
No, I can make it out.
It's to Frank's wife. There's so much to say in it when I put it down on paper.
Dear Mrs. Jurist, this letter's being written by the guys who flew with Ed.
Well, that was his real name.
It's being written not only to you, but to his daughter. It's hard for us to say what we feel, but we'd like to tell you that for the rest of your life, you can be proud of your husband, and the kid can be proud of her father. He was a great guy. So great a guy that he died helping a friend of his get away.
Oh, you weren't trying to get away, Jesse.
I should have stayed. All we can say, ma'am, is that part of what you feel, we feel. Signed, Jesse, Randy, Tony, and so forth. No good, huh? Would you mind if I signed it, too?
Beds stay empty a long time on the carrier. But even these fill up. Ghosts walk around the flight deck. But they try to stay out of sight because it's hard enough to win a war without memories. And so the talk turns to where are we headed, which island is next, and how long is it going to last?
If I didn't know you guys were fighting on our side...
You just play a lousy game of poker.
Well, the next time I write about you heroes, I'm going to mention to the innocent public not to play cards with you.
It's just that civilian dough goes to our heads.
Yeah. Anything you need me for, sir?
Both you, the only guy on this ship calls me sir, and don't think I don't appreciate it.
Come on, reporter. Sit in for a couple more rounds. I promised my girl I'd buy her a fur coat.
Now, hear this. This is the captain. We've just received word that the second front has been opened. Normandy on the French coast has been invaded. Word will be given as it's received. Stand easy.
Boy, they must be really living it up back home.
Oh, I don't think so. Those invasions cost.
Everything costs in a war.
It's been a long time coming.
Wonder how many ships we lost.
I'd hate to be flying over that coast. They say it's alive.
Be better than walking in.
I did a feature story during the 30s on Normandy. It's pretty country.
Yeah, well, it won't be. A 1,000-pound bomb digs a deep hole.
Thousands of hedgerows.
They won't let us just take over. You can bet on that.
Let's get back to the game.
Hey, reporter, you're up on these things. You got your eye all over the world.
Not quite.
Anyway, you should know. Now that the second front is opened...
Yeah?
They gonna forget about us?
We didn't have too much chance to think about it because Baby was eating away across the Pacific real fast. She and her escorts tied into a task force and kept heading into what was a Japanese ocean. Our destination was a group of islands known as the Marianas. Islands that had to be taken no matter what it cost. And it was due to cost.
Guys, the main fleet is busy around the Philippines. The Japs have most of their surface vessels cruising those waters, so there'll only be a couple of carriers available for this action.
And I thought everyone was in Europe.
The action is to take place on an island called Saipan.
Never heard of it.
The Marines will go in first.
As usual.
The lessons we learned at Macon we'll put to use at Saipan.
Now, hear this. Latest report on the Normandy invasion. 4 points have been secured. At one beach, our forces have gone inland 12 miles. Stand easy.
We're going to have plenty of enemy aircraft opposition.
Hey, reporter, is 12 miles a lot or a little?
The Jap lines have shortened, and that'll make it tougher all the way around.
A lot, I guess.
The Tasman will concentrate on this part of the island. These pictures are blow-ups of our target.
12 miles ain't so much.
Now, this is where we can expect a troop concentration. The anti-aircraft will be murdered.
Let's fool them and not go.
This is their airfield. Get as many planes on the ground as you can. The guys who don't get off can't hurt you.
Ain't it the truth?
Now, hear this. Latest word from Normandy. The Army is making rapid gains.
Well, that's where they are.
The Navy is bringing in supplies. Over 3,000 airstrikes have been made.
Now, that's a lot.
I'll keep the entire ship informed as word is received. Stand easy.
Take off at 0600. Final briefing at 0500. Try and get some sleep.
Now, why is it I never can sleep the night before a big show?
What is this big show?
Remember the movie they showed us the other night? The one where the pilots were always standing at a bar getting medals?
Yeah?
Well, that's what they said whenever they took off. This is it, fellas. This is the big show.
Oh. Now, let's hit the sack. We got a tough day tomorrow.
Tough day? Makes it sound just like going to an office.
What are you guys gassing about? Why don't you hit the sack?
Exactly what I was telling Jesse. Got to get some sleep. Got a big show tomorrow.
Is he kidding?
What squares? Don't you guys ever see any war pictures?
There's always some kind of hidden tension the night before an action. But it's never as bad as the first time you realize that somebody has got you in their sights. Well, the USS Tasman had put in her maiden voyage. And only the men who were new in the Navy slept with their faces to the bulkhead. The night passed, and the final briefing passed. And bright and early, the planes began to screen down the flight deck, out over the Pacific, and on to the office.
Pineapple to orange. Over. This is orange. Go ahead. Over. Sounds like a fruit salad. I wonder who picks out those crazy names. Orange to group. We're within sight of the target. Keep your eyes peeled for enemy planes. Eyes peeled? Must be a fruit. Hey, Jesse, look at that airfield. It's loaded with sitting ducks. Let's get after them. You heard the man, fellas. This is it. You in those movies. You got all your boys, Tony? All accounted for, Jesse. Stay in formation. Let's head for home. Okay with me. How many more trips we have to make? I don't know. I'm beat, Jesse. Dead beat. Orange the group. Keep your eyes open. You can relax when we hit the ship. Yeah, that's what you said last night. Orange to Beehive. Orange to Beehive. Over.
Orange, this is Beehive. Over.
We're coming home, Randy.
What's the count, Jesse?
All the chicks are safe and sound.
Things are a little quiet here.
Well, that's good. We're too tired to have to play games coming in.
I got good news for you. We're pulling out.
Now maybe we can sit at a bar and have them pin medals on it.
The sea's kicking up a little, Jesse. Tell your boys to mind their P's and Q's when they hit the flight deck.
Roger. One for my baby and one more for the road.
You okay, Jesse James?
Yeah, I got 2 zeros today.
Nice going.
One for me and one for my brother Frank.
It sounded easy, but it wasn't. The enemy managed to make it plenty hot for days. Bombs were bouncing 50 feet away, bombs where we'd just been. Our gun crews stood at their stations for 3 solid days, pouring bullets into every Zero, Zeke, and Betty that came screaming at us out of the sun. Our planes kept coming home and reloading so they could go back to soften up Saipan for the Marines. And then Saipan was behind us. But the war continued. The USS Tasman was given another target, and still another.
Keep it down. This is Guam, the target for tomorrow.
The captain said you could get this story off for me, Sparks. I'll read it slowly so that you can get it all.
Now, hear this. The invasion of France is rolling along. 3 towns have been taken.
By the time you read this story, the USS Tasman and her crew will be attacking another island. The men that you've met in my column are the ship. The kids who man the guns. The kids who fly the planes. The kids.
Red leader to blue leader. Target at 4 o'clock.
Each one is a hero. For the word hero means many things.
We sweep in at these 3 points. Expect plenty of opposition.
Blue leader to group. At 9 o'clock. That opposition the skipper was talking about.
Only a couple more lines, Sparks. Just so that you won't lose sight of who they are. Just so that they don't become uniforms. So that they don't become fighting machines or, even worse, statistics in your local paper. I want you to know them personally.
Now, hear this.
Tony was in his first year of college. He goes to the movies. He smokes too much.
Pineapple orange. Some show, huh, Jesse?
Jesse is a serious kind of kid. Remembers a little too much. Likes to read books that he's read before.
One for my baby, one for me, and one for Frank.
The war goes on. The pilots are walking to the ready room. The ship is steaming on. The future looks bright, but not too long for some of these sailors. Try to remember what they're fighting for. Try to remember after they've fought. Remember Randy. Too old to fly. Too old at 29.
The target for tomorrow is Tinian. All we know is that it won't be easy. The target for tomorrow is a Jap-held island. This map gives us our target.
So now you know a little something about the baby carrier known as the USS Tasman and the men who flew her 24 planes. I say a little something because it would take a long, long time to tell you all about the ship and the men who sailed it. In the overall strategy of war, I guess she was just another ship, another piece of equipment to shove into action. But to the men who stood on her decks, to the men who took off in her planes, well, she was just about as wonderful a ship as any sailor had ever sailed. The baby carrier, the USS Tasman, came out of the war with 6 battle stars. And, mister, when you earn 6 battle stars, you don't stay a baby. Oh, by the way, one of the most important things in a sailor's life is mail call. No matter how many stripes you wear, no matter how many ports of call you've entered, why, there's nothing on the 7 seas can give you the kick of hearing your name at mail call. So, look, I want to thank everyone who's been kind enough to drop me a line. I want you to know I appreciate it. In fact, I'd appreciate hearing from all of you guys who've shipped aboard. Just address it, now hear this, NBC, New York 20, New York. Thanks again. And until next week at the same time, all hands secured.
The National Broadcasting Company, in cooperation with the United States Navy Recruiting Service, has brought you another in the series of dramatic incidents based on the experiences of the men and women in the United States Navy. In today's story, Boats was Larry Haynes. The cast included Michael O'Day, John Sylvester, Cliff Carpenter, Vinton Hayworth, and Leon Janney. The program was written and directed by David Harmon, produced by Chick Vinson and Cy Levine. Jack Costello speaking. Tune in again next week at this same time when the National Broadcasting Company will once again present...
Now, hear this.
Next, listen to Tales of the Texas Rangers over NBC.
Classic shows from the golden age of radio. This is the Rocket Classic Radio Network.
A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo Silver, the Lone Ranger.
With his faithful Indian companion Tonto, the masked rider of the plains led the fight for law and order in the early western United States. His strength and courage were always on the side of right against might. No man could match his daring and resourcefulness, and nowhere in the pages of history can one find a greater champion of justice. Return with us now to those thrilling days when the West was young. From out of the past come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver. The Lone Ranger rides again.
Come on, Silver! We're heading for Lobo City! There's going to be trouble! I'll Silver! Away! Stop that hombre! He just drilled the banker! He got him! Get him!
A shouting, yelling crowd streamed down the main street of Lobo City. And like a small and frightened fox fleeing from a pack of hounds, a slim figure ran ahead of it, making desperately for the cattle train slowly pulling away from the public corrals. For a long moment, it seemed as if the fugitive must be either overtaken by his pursuers or be too late for the train that was gathering speed with every second. The crowd, sensing victory, gave a long, sustained shout of triumph. But abruptly, the triumph changed to rage. With one last burst of speed, the fugitive had brought himself even with the car just ahead of the caboose. And even as the foremost in the crowd had stretched out their hands to grasp his flying coattails, the figure clutching at an iron bar was jerked from the ground and drawn from the reach of those behind him. The sheriff came to a panting halt and dropped a hand to his holster.
Stand aside. Let me get aim. Watch out! The sheriff's going to shoot. Stand aside. Fill the coyote, Sheriff. Missed. Jed, get to the telegraph office and tell the operator wire ahead. Woody, get our horses. We're following right behind. Come on, let's go. Get on there. Come on. Fella, look back. Hold there, you see that boy?
Me see him.
He's hanging on to the side of that car. He can't draw himself up to get his footing. He's just holding on with his hands.
There's plenty danger.
He'll have to let go, and when he does, he's likely to drop onto those wheels. I know I've got to get to him. Silver, old fellow, you'll have to catch up with that train. Come on, Silver.
Get him up, Scout. Get him up. Get him up, Scout.
Hurry, Silver. Hurry on. Hold on there. Hold on. Come on, Silver. Come on. Not much farther now, old boy. Come on, Silver. Don't let go. Faster, Silver, faster. Hold on. All right, boy, just a little closer. A little closer. Can't hold on. I'm slipping. All right, Silver. Now. Made it, boy. Hold to the saddle, young fellow. Solo, head so. I'll Silver. Away.
Dreaded cutaway.
Polecat had pods waiting for him, Sheriff.
Yeah, and look at that white horse travel. Yeah, that paint, too. And might as well turn back, Woody. I'd sooner chase after the train than them two critters.
What'll we do?
They're heading south.
Uh-huh.
That being the case, I got a notion they've likely got a hideout somewhere back in that brush country.
Yeah.
We'll go on back to town, Woody, round us up a posse, and then come back and comb that brush from end to end. It'll take plenty of fellas and a heap of time. But no killer ever got away from me before, and I ain't going to spoil my record now. Get up there. Come on.
Get along there, fella. Get up. Get up.
A short time later, in the Lone Ranger's hidden camp, the masked man spoke to the fugitive he had rescued from certain death under the wheels of the speeding train, and...
How do you feel now, young fellow?
All right. Thank you.
Arms hurt you?
They still ache.
Well, rest a bit. And be careful of your hands where you skinned them. You'll be all right. By the way, what were you running from?
Running?
Did you think Tonto and I didn't know you were making an escape?
I didn't...
And don't worry. You don't look like a desperate criminal to me. You might tell us what happened, though.
You won't make me go back.
Well, I couldn't make you an outright promise. That would depend.
Depend on...
On why you left. For instance, you might be running away from home.
Oh.
In that case, I'd have to advise you to return. You're pretty young to be knocking about on your own, you know.
I'm almost 20.
Yes? You don't look it.
I mean, I...
Stretched it a bit, huh? Well, let that pass. Why did you leave?
I'd rather not say.
Not a thief, are you?
I am not.
In any kind of trouble? Are you? Is that it?
Yes.
You feel like telling me about it?
If you don't mind.
Yes?
I'd rather not.
I see. Well, what'll I call you? You've got a name, haven't you?
My name's Johnny. Johnny Baker.
Johnny Baker. All right, Johnny. Which way do you think you're going from here?
I don't know.
No plans?
No.
Any money? Friends? Relatives?
Please. Just now, I'd rather not talk.
Very well. Try to sleep a bit if you can. You look as if you could use the rest. Tonto.
Tonto here.
Bring the horses.
You're leaving?
Only to get supplies.
Oh.
And we should be back before sundown. You'll be perfectly safe. This isn't a place easy to find.
But
Yes?
Never mind.
Before we go...
What?
I'll make a bargain with you.
A bargain?
Promise me you'll not leave until we get back, Johnny. And in exchange, I'll promise, no matter what I may hear, I'll not tell where you are. Agreed?
You won't tell, will you?
I won't. You have my word.
Then I'll promise.
Good. Yep. Come along, Tonto. See you later. Come on, Silver.
Get him up, Scout. Why are you leaving?
Didn't you hear me, Tonto? I told Johnny we were going for supplies.
Oh, got plenty of grub back in camp.
I know. I'll be frank with you, Kemosabe. That was just an excuse.
Not what Tonto think.
The boy's admitted he's in trouble. Even if he doesn't wish to tell what that trouble is, I believe we should do our best to learn it. We may be able to help.
That's right.
We're going to Lobo City. Come on, Tonto. Let's travel.
Get him up, Scout. Get him up.
Come on, Silver. Come on.
Here's Chink, Sheriff. We've got a dozen men ready to ride whenever you say the word.
Thanks, Woody. Go back out and tell them to wait a bit.
Yeah.
Chink, sit down.
Sheriff, what do you want with me?
Just wanted to ask you a few questions before I left for the boys, is all.
But
there's nothing for you to get nervous about.
What do you want to ask?
You was down by Banker Ashton's place when he was killed.
I had a right to be there. You can't go accusing me of nothing. He'd hired me to work around the place. You go ask Mr. Jenks if he didn't.
Hey, what's all this?
Well, you said that...
I said you was down to the banker's place. Well, if you were working there, what's the fuss about?
Nah, I just thought...
Well, don't. You ain't cut out for it. Now, what'd the banker hire you for?
To weed his garden.
Now, see him when he left the house?
For a second, is all.
See him when the shot was fired?
Mm-mm.
Where was you?
In the garden. He must have been almost to the street.
And what did you see?
Just what I told you the other time. I heard the shot and looked up. The banker was falling. That kid was standing there staring at him with a gun in his hand. The gun was still smoking.
Get a good look at the boy?
Everything happened too sudden.
Well, would you say he was a stranger, or did he look like someone who might belong around here?
A stranger.
Anything we can identify him by? How was he dressed?
Like any other kid.
Yeah, that's a help.
Well, he had on a pair of blue jeans and ragged kind of coat, and he was wearing a cap. And, well, that's it.
I could go out in the street right now and bring in a dozen young ones just like him.
Ain't that what I said? My if only one dressed different.
Don't get head up, Chink. I was just hoping. I could identify his parts easy. One was a redskin, rides a paint, and the other a mask fellow with a white horse. But the kid... Well, unless we find them together, it's going to be hard to say. You can't add anything, eh?
I've told you everything, and...
And what?
Well, if you'd been awake at first when I started yelling and chasing him, you wouldn't have to be looking for him now. He'd be safe in jail.
Yeah, likely he would. All right, Chink. That'll be all. You can go.
I'll be at the cafe if you want me. Got a swamp out.
Not so fast.
A masked man. You're the same masked man.
Careful, Sheriff.
You can't.
Just keep your hand clear of that holster.
How'd you get in without my knowing it?
The back door. I suggest you keep it locked. Is this yours, Chink?
Huh?
I asked if this was yours. It was here on the floor where you were sitting.
Well, that ain't mine. I never saw it before in my life.
Very well. I'll keep it then.
What'd you put in your pocket?
You'll see it.
I want to know.
Later.
Now, look here, mister. You can't come...
Quiet.
I tell
Sheriff, I came here to get some information. I learned most of what I wanted to know from your conversation here with Chink. But you need correction.
Eh?
Tonto and I never saw the boy before. We're not his partners. Whatever he may have done before he escaped from town, we're not concerned in it.
If you weren't his pards, why were you waiting close to the railroad to meet him?
We were just riding by. You don't believe it?
When I see you meet that kid with my own eyes, when you come in here wearing a mask, when it's as plain as a nose on Chink's face, you're a crook. Stranger, if you didn't have the drop on me, you'd be behind bars this minute.
Adios.
Hey, now, wait a minute.
I'm leaving the way I came. When I'm gone, call for help if you will, but you won't get...
Now, you listen to me.
We'll meet again.
Woody, Jake, everybody, around back. The masked man, get him. Come on, Silver. Follow me. Come on. Back to the place we left the boy. Hurry, old fellow, hurry. Here we are. Pull up. Hold, Scout. Hold this. Hold there.
Tonto, he's gone.
Not see him.
But he promised to wait until we return. He's got to be found.
Where we look?
I don't know, Kimasabe, but I do know this. Till we find that boy and get his story, I haven't a chance in the world to prove my innocence. Back to camp, Tonto.
Get him up, Scout. Hail, Silver, away!
The curtain falls on the first act of our Lone Ranger story. Before the next exciting scenes, please permit us to pause for just a few moments. Now to continue our story. On the way to their camp, the Lone Ranger and Tonto slowed to a trot. And when they had reached the edge of the brush country where they had taken refuge after first rescuing the boy, the masked man suddenly raised his hand in a signal to halt.
Tonto, wait. Oh, Silver.
Oh, boy. Oh, Scout. What matter?
See that?
Boy.
It's Johnny, all right. Heading back toward the railroad. Have an idea he plans to get another ride if he can. Or...
What you think?
Or he might try to reach town.
Why him do that?
Ashton wasn't killed for nothing. The motive might have been robbery. In that case, he might have had to hide the money in a hurry in order to make his escape. He might return for it.
You think boy shoot banker?
No, Tonto. To be honest with you, I don't.
Him all right.
I think the same. But he is mixed up in this. He's admitted he's in trouble.
That's right.
And he's refused to explain himself. In other words, he obviously has something to hide. Tonto, I think we'll learn more if we follow Johnny secretly than if we stop him.
Maybe you're right.
He is heading for town, Kimosabe. See? Now he's turned east. He's going to parallel the trail. Come on, Tonto. We'd better get out of sight before the boy looks back. Come on, Silver.
Get him up, Scout.
Keep behind these trees, Tonto.
Uh-huh.
He's still going on. You think he's got the courage to walk right into town?
Me not know.
Hold it.
Oh, Scout. Oh, fella.
He's turning up that lane. That shack. Who lives there?
Fella named Chink Yarbo.
Chink? The man in the sheriff's office. The man who saw Johnny shoot Ashton. What connection can there be between those two?
It heaps strange.
We may find out in a moment, Tonto. He's going to knock at the door.
Yeah? Who's there? Who wants in?
Open the door, please.
Hey, what? Well, I'll be.
You've got to talk to me. You've got to.
The kid that jumped the train. Hey, what are you closing the door for?
Why did you say I killed Mr. Ashton?
What?
Why did you? You knew it wasn't true. Why'd you do it?
Now, look.
You must have done it on purpose.
Hey, you know I could take you to the law and get you jailed. What you doing here?
I want you to go to the law. And tell the truth. Think you've got to.
How did you know my name?
My uncle told me.
What? Your uncle?
Mr. Ashton.
The banker?
Yes.
Well, doggone.
I left the house this morning just before he did. You saw me go. You must have. I was across the street when the shot was fired and my uncle was killed.
Just a second, young'un. I never knew the banker had a nephew. Never knew he had any folks at all.
Mr. Ashton was my father's brother.
Yeah?
Yeah, but they weren't friends. They hadn't written or seen each other for years.
Then what was you doing there?
My uncle owed my father money. We needed it terribly. Father wouldn't ask for it. He had too much pride. So I came here to ask for it instead.
Did you get it?
No. Wouldn't admit he owed it. He had plenty of money. I saw it when he opened his wallet. There must have been hundreds. And he told me to get out.
Kid, it looks like you run the tough luck all around.
When I ran away this morning, I couldn't stop to explain to anybody, because then they'd have thought I really had a reason for shooting my uncle. They'd have been certain I was guilty.
And so now you sneak back to get me to tell the sheriff it weren't you after all, huh?
You must.
Why?
Why? But...
I told one story. Why should I change it now?
You'd let them think an innocent person did it? You'd let them hang me if I were caught?
That'd suit me fine.
Oh.
Huh?
Why didn't I think of it before?
Think of what?
I was across the street when the shot was fired. I'd just come from the house. You'd been in the garden. You were the only other person around. No one else could have come there in just a couple of seconds it took me to leave.
Beginning to savvy, huh?
You fired that shot. That's why you said it was me. You threw the blame on me so that you wouldn't be suspected.
Sure.
Oh.
Hey, where you going?
I'll tell them.
Oh, no, you don't.
Stay back.
Come back here.
Let go.
You little wildcat. Quit kicking.
Let me go. Let me go.
I'll teach you.
Oh, my cap. Don't you...
You talk. Well, I'll be switched.
You beast.
Long hair. All done up under this cap. A girl. Dressed up like a boy.
Give me that cap. Oh, you.
Who opened that door?
This wallet. The one my uncle had. I saw him with it.
That was thrown in?
Yes.
The mayor's man picked it up in the sheriff's office. That means he's outside now. He's heard what I said.
He's in there, Sheriff. Go in and get him.
The sheriff? You tricked me. It was a put-up job. You come here to make me talk while the sheriff listens.
Hurry, Sheriff.
Well, they won't get me.
Nobody's going to take me alive.
jump out window.
There he goes, heading for his horse.
You get him.
No, stay here. Let him go.
Him killer.
Yes. And he thinks the sheriff heard what he said in there. What's going to happen if we capture him and he learns the sheriff didn't? He'll deny the whole thing.
That's right.
Get up there.
We can't bring him to justice until we get a confession out of him in front of the law.
How do it?
Hi.
You.
Come here quickly.
The sheriff. Where is he? I thought I heard you call.
Never mind that. You want to prove your innocence?
Oh, yes.
You're not afraid to run a risk to do it?
I'll do anything.
Then you're coming with me. Here, Silver. Here, boy. Tonto. Follow Chink until you see which way he goes. Make sure you can pick up his trail again.
How to do it? Here, Scout.
Then wait for us outside of town on the south trail. We'll be there inside of 20 minutes.
Get him up, Scout. Get him up. Get him up.
What are you going to do?
What's your real name?
Mary. Mary Ashton.
All right, Mary. Into the saddle with you. Put that cap on your head and hold on. We're riding. Come on, Silver. Come on. Come on.
Stop the banker! Sheriff! Sheriff! Hi, Sheriff! The killer! Watch out, they'll ride you down! Watch out, man! Watch out! Watch out! Come on! Hurry, boy! Hurry, Slim! Get to your horses! After them! After them, boys!
Good. Tonto, hello there.
Go that way.
Lead on.
Get him up, Scout. Get him up.
We've got the catch in, Tonto. Hold to the saddle, Mary. Come on, Silver. Come on. He's stopping. He knows he can't get away. He's going to make a stand. He's out of the saddle. He's dropping behind those rocks.
Me see him.
Come on. Come on, old fellow.
They're riding the other side of them rocks, Sheriff.
What there?
Hey, there's Chink. Chink shooting at us.
What's that crazy idiot shooting at us for?
Must have gone loco.
Put down that gun, you idiot! The crazy fool shot it right off my head.
Rush the coyote, fellas. We'll fix the... Sheriff, look at there.
What's that?
I said you never take me alive, and you won't. Sheriff, Chink is loco.
Going to shoot himself. Hi there! Don't! Hold on!
I ain't going to be sent back to hang. I'll show you.
It was the masked man. The masked man shot the gun from Chink's hand. Come on!
Tommy, why didn't you leave me be? What you have to put in for?
Because you're going to take your medicine just like any other killer.
I wish it had been you I'd killed instead of the baker.
Well, I'll
What,
be...
And if I'd known you was listening outside my place, Sheriff, I'd have billed you.
Hold him, Sheriff. So you're the killer, Chink.
You knew it.
He didn't know it until you just told him.
If he didn't, what was he chasing after me for with a posse?
He wasn't.
I was chasing the masked man and the kid here.
What?
That's why we rode through town, Sheriff, to get you to follow. We heard Chink admit his guilt. We let him believe you'd been there to hear it also. When he saw you coming, he was certain you were after him.
Well, doggone.
And this boy you thought a killer is a girl, Ashton's niece.
Ashton's niece?
Did Ashton have a family, Sheriff?
Why, no, but...
Well, then, Mary, it looks as if you'll be all right after all. All Ashton's money will go to your father.
Gosh, well, miss, I don't know what to say. I never fired at a woman before in my life. If I'd only have known,
It wasn't your fault, Sheriff. You couldn't know.
Yeah, but Golly, when folks find out about this,
I'll see to it that you're not blamed.
Oh, gosh, miss, I hope so.
And you shouldn't take it so hard, Sheriff.
Hmm?
I even fooled the masked man.
Hail Silver, away!
The story you have just heard is a copyrighted feature of the Lone Ranger Incorporated.
The Rocket Classic Radio Network, keeping the radio memories alive thanks to the sponsorship of John Paul Pet. Pet care with a salon pedigree. Tested on humans, but pH balanced for pets. Visit johnpaulpet.com today. You're listening to 1940s Radio on the Rocket Classic Radio Network.
Andy, you know what that music says?
Yes, sir, Amos. That music say good health to all from Rexall.
The Amos and Andy Show, written by Joe Connolly, Bob Mosier, and Bob Ross, featuring Ernestine Wade, Johnny Lee, Amanda Randolph, Elvia Allman, Jerry Hausner, Jeff Alexander's music, yours truly, Harlow Wilcox, and starring radio's all-time favorites, Freeman Gosden and Charles Correll. Amos and Andy.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Freeman Gosden. You know, hardly a day passes that my partner, Charles Correll, and I don't hear from some Rexall druggist. And most of the time, they'll let us tell us how happy they are when one of you listeners drop into their drugstores to get acquainted just because we've asked you to do it. And if it makes the Rexall druggists happy, you can imagine how it makes us feel. We are honestly very grateful, ladies and gentlemen, and we hope you'll keep up the good work. You'll find your Rexall family druggist a wonderful man to trade with, and Rexall drug products as fine as money can buy.
Well, this evening, the Kingfish, Sapphire, and Mama have decided to spend a quiet evening at home. Right now, the Kingfish is reading his paper, and his wife Sapphire and her mother are over by the piano. Sapphire is playing.
You take the high road, and I'll take the low road. You take the high road, and I'll take the low road. You take the high road, and I'll take the low road.
Holy mackerel, will will you two please get to Scotland before the neighbors start beating on the pipes again?
George, will you be quiet while me and Mama is harmonizing?
Harmonizing? Listen, I ain't here to do it like that since down on the farm when the hound dog chased the cat into the cream separator.
Sweetheart, we'll try it again. And this time with no interruptions from this bald-headed Toscanini.
All right, Mama. 1, 2, 3.
Hold it, the doorbell.
Well, don't sit there. Get up and answer the door.
Well, I was just... Oh, never mind.
Telegram for Mrs. Ramona Smith.
All right. I'll sign for it. There you are. Well, what are you standing there for with your hand out?
Some people seem to think the deliverance of a telegram merits a gratuity.
Yeah, well, before I gives you a tip, son, let me tell you something. When I was your age, I had to work 18 hours a day. And at the end of the day, I'd go to the boss with my cap in my hand and say...
Never mind the build-up. Just give me the nickel.
Here you is.